This is an Out and About with Jamie Grout shortcast at outandaboutwithjamiegrout.com. And this guy to my right is the one and only Bob Quinn, the farm director at WHO. Has been here for 43 years. I'm excited to talk to him. Let's talk some farm stuff. We really didn't do a whole lot about that on the podcast.
Sure.
We hear so much about tariffs and things like that. Bob, how is that affecting the farm economy these days and farmers, Bob?
You know, tariffs, what we're seeing right now anyway, is the tariff situation is putting a lot of volatility in the marketplace. It used to be when I first started out in this business, if corn went up a penny, that was a big deal. And now it has advanced to where it trades a little bit more volatile. But over the last couple of weeks with tariffs and talk of tariffs, sometimes it's more the talk of an event than the event itself. And so an example was today in the big show. We went into the show, we had been down for 2 days in the market, and President Trump decided to not impose tariffs for 30 days, and the market went up 20 cents. It just like that. So it has a tremendous psychological impact on the market. Now, don't get me wrong, if tariffs are in effect, it does have a real impact in the market as well, because that makes farm goods harder to sell overseas with tariff markets, or it makes the competition a little easier to get into those markets. So if there's retaliatory tariffs by China against U.S. corn, China can go to South America and buy corn. We do not produce as the world leader in corn anymore, or in soybeans. That's done in South America. So there's much more product there available, and if there's a reason that the American market is all of a sudden artificially high because of a tariff going in, then that South American corn looks a lot better, and it's a lot easier to get. So there are real impacts, but a lot of it is, especially the interday volatility, is due to that psychological impact in the market. The trade, it reacts so quickly now. It used to be that if you were in the Chicago Board of Trade or the Mercantile Exchange, it was you and I were making a sale, and we'd do hand signals, and quarter cent, half cent difference. That's not the case anymore. You put into a computer program what you're willing to pay or what you're willing to sell at, and when those two prices hit, that trade's made. So you could see trades just go like this all of a sudden, and that's why it's such a big trade. That's why worldwide events have such a big impact on it, because the trade just happens so quick.
Okay, so we hear so much about egg prices, Bob. Yeah. Do you keep seeing egg prices go up?
Dwayne Murley follows the egg market for us. Dwayne's our egg guy, and he's on in the morning. And I heard him the other morning saying the wholesale price of eggs. Now, some places use eggs as a loss leader, so it may cost them more than they're actually selling them for, because when you go to the grocery store, you're going to buy more than just one thing usually. So if you can get a loss leader to bring people in, if you put eggs on the window out there at now $4.50 a dozen, people are going to come in and buy them, and they're going to buy other things. Retail, or the wholesale price of eggs, is over $7 a dozen right now. So do we see it getting bigger? Hopefully we're going to get a relief, because avian influenza generally tails back when the weather's warmer.
Okay.
So hopefully going into summer, be able to build up the egg inventory. The thing to remember about chickens, okay, from egg to layer is 16 weeks.
Okay.
So if you happen to have to euthanize or destroy your flock of chickens, it's going to take you at least that 16-week time period to build it back up. So you see, we had a low, so 16 weeks later, we should be coming back into where we're starting to ramp up production again.
Okay, so some people ask, how come this is affecting eggs, but not the chicken prices? It's, my chicken, when I go to the grocery store, it's not affecting that, but it is affecting eggs. What's the diff?
Yeah, the difference is that chicken you're eating, right, that's only about 6 weeks old. And so while it can impact those, that layer is going to be in business producing eggs for a lot longer. and a chicken will lay about 240 eggs a year. Don't lay an egg every day, but close, 240 eggs a year. So you have, if you kill one egg layer, you've killed off a lot of eggs in the future. So you have a big impact on supply, whereas you're on an 8-week cycle on broilers, and they go in 0 to 6 weeks, and then you have a 2-week downtime in the barn. So the reason is, the short answer is that broiler isn't around that long.
Okay.
I mean, it goes into the food chain a lot quicker
I see.
than that laying hen who's going to be out there a while. I mean, you take at least a 16-week hit, and if you don't get right on it, it's going to be longer than that. So that's why it has a bigger impact on eggs.
Okay, just real quick. I broadcast from the Jasper County Fair quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Those FFA and 4-H kids do a great job. And one thing I like to say, and I know you can preach about this, that FFA and 4-H, not just for farm kids.
Right. In fact, I would almost say that 4-H probably has more non-farm kids in it. And here's the difference in the program. They're both wonderful programs. They both have livestock exhibits at the county fair level. You see them there. But 4-H is run on a volunteer basis. You join the 4-H club. It's an after-school type meeting, so you have a lot of kids who join that aren't farm kids. They don't have to have a farm project. And their FFA is still in the classroom. So you have to be involved with your FFA organization through the classroom, and you're taking farm op classes, although you don't have to be a farm kid per se, but that's I think you have more hands-on agriculture in FFA classes than the 4-H side, and so that's why you see a bigger difference in the amount of farm kids affiliated with 4-H.
Check it out. They Speak Farm on 1040 WHO Radio. The one and only Bob Quinn. Check it out. Bob, Dwayne, and who else is
Nathan.
there? Nathan. That's right. He's on vacay, so that's why it didn't come to mind right away. But he'll be back with us next week. Check it out. If you want farm news, 1040 WHO is the place to go. And don't forget the Iowa State Fair. You can meet these guys there and all over the place. You guys go out and about, and you're probably going to be somewhere next week or this week.
Oh yeah, no, we're out. In fact, I'm out with an FFA group tomorrow.
All right, Bob Quinn, everybody. Check it out on Out and About with Jamie Grout. See you later.